Okay, recall the definition of price elasticity of demand, which I copied here. So you need a change in quantity demanded when there's change in its own price. So for example, let's say initial price was P1 and the corresponding quantity demand was Q1. So you can observe this point on the demand schedule or demand curve. And the final price became new price P2 and corresponding quantity demanded at the new price is Q2. So when you measure delta Q, delta P, delta Q will be the difference between new quantity and the initial quantity, so Q2 minus Q1, and the price also measured for its change as P2 minus P1, right? So you'll plug these changes to the fraction in the first term on the right-hand side of the equality. So when you insert this Q2 minus Q1 over P2 minus P1, and when you multiply minus 1 in the top and in the bottom of the fraction, it becomes Q1 minus Q2 over P1 minus P2. So we can see that it doesn't matter how you measure the change in quantity and change in price, as long as you arrange, if you start with Q1, P1, then you will end to subtract Q2, P2. Or if you do reverse order, starting with Q2 and P2, then you'll subtract Q1 and P1. So the direction doesn't matter when you see the fraction of changes. But then, now you have to think about what you are going to insert to the price level and quantity level. So as you saw from the previous slide, when changes in price and quantity are small, what level for P and Q are inserted does not really change the magnitude of price elasticity of demand. But as you see in this example given in this current slide, when price changes is big, like from 5 to 4, so out of 5, one change in 1 out of 5 or change in 1 out of 4 is relatively big. So when price changes a lot, then quantity demanded will likely change too. In that case, which price and quantity you determine to insert will change the magnitude of price elastic demand greatly, as you see here. When you insert P1 and Q1 combination to P over Q, then you have 61, 67 absolute value of price elasticity demand, indicating it's extremely elastic. But if you use the final price P2 and Q2 quantity demanded, elasticity demand is a lot smaller. So when this happens, we have to say the measurement of price elasticity demand is not very reliable, as it changes too much in magnitude by arbitrary selection of price and quantity level. That's why we need to use arc price elasticity that is introduced in next slide. Thanks for watching.